Hey, what is going on? Man, how are you this morning? How are you this afternoon, evening, whatever time you're catching the broadcast? I want to welcome you to today's Enlightenment broadcast here on Facebook and Instagram. But you could be watching on YouTube or listening on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining. Guys, if you are on either of the platforms and this is your first time, um, checking me out. Maybe you've never followed the page or you've never subscribed. Man, if you would do that, that'd be awesome, guys. Go to YouTube for me. Search out the healthyaccountant.com. If you're not watching it there, subscribe to the channel, man. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers. I've got 89 subscribers, man. So thank you so much for considering me and allowing me to participate in your life. That's what it's all about. So I want to welcome you and jump right into the topic today: blessings and curses. This is the message for parents, but it's a message for everybody, really. But I definitely want to, pinpoint parents because of the role that we play in our children's life. So here's why I'm talking about this topic. As parents, we have a huge responsibility. We have a huge responsibility to our children. And here we get these children, and we have the power, we have the absolute power to shape them into what we want, but more importantly, to what God really wants. So our society, our society also has a path for them, and it's ingrained into the society different things that could affect our children. And if we're not right, if we're not at a really good place when we are dealing with our kids, do you know that we could put a curse on them? Think about your finances. Think about um, all of the financial struggles that you could be or have experienced. Look, just about everybody on this planet have ex- have had financial struggles. There's only a small number of people that have cured themselves financially. Now, is life all about finances? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Life is not all about that. Life is about doing good things and and living in abundance. But the thing about life is and finances is that as a parent, if you got a job, you're up early, you're at work all day. I mean, you spend most of your day at work. So apparently finances is a huge part of your life. If you're in business, you're working even more. So let's think about it. Finances is what we spend the most time on, and it could be a blessing or a curse. So I was thinking this morning about whether or not I was blessed financially. And I'm gonna tell you, I have the characteristics of my parents when it comes to finances. Man, it was scary. It's been scary just thinking about it. I was like, well, I'm not blaming them because I love my parents and they did the best they could with what they had. And so at the end of the day, I'm thankful that I'm where I am. So that's because of them as well. Finances is an area that we have to help our children by being a blessing to them, by sowing into them who they are, right? But here's the thing: what if your child comes home with a bad grade, or hey, what if your child comes home with a B? Some of us parents that we're so used to seeing our kids get A's, they come home with a B and just like, oh man, you just got a B, man, you got to do better. Man, that's actually not a great way of dealing with our kids when it comes to their grades. We've got to sow into them, man. You are awesome, you are great, um, and you have more in you besides the grade. So whatever grade you got, I know that there's something inside you that the world can't live without. We are giving them a blessing. But when we say things like, man, I can't believe you are not doing well in school. I can't believe that, you're a failure and, you got a messed up grade. I can't, we start putting curses on our children. Do you know that later on, there's going to be, these things could be affecting them in their whole life, let alone their finances. Now, the whole financial piece is, it's it's a lot more intricate because it's like I'm going through exercise now with my kids, teaching them how to, have these little jars, right? They all, they both have jars where they put their spending money, their tithe money, their giving money, their investing money. That's right, they got investing money and their savings money into jars. I've set this up for them. I give them allowance, and when they get money, put it into the jars. Because I said, you know what? I want them to see how it looks when you are a blessed person financially. You're not just, living on one bit of money. I put all in one place and hey, I don't have enough. I used to hear that at home. I was cursed to believe that you didn't have enough. I was cursed to believe that, if it doesn't seem like you can save, then don't. If it doesn't seem like you can make a way out of no way, then believe you can't make a way out of no way. I'm gonna tell you, you can make a way out of no way. I can tell you that. Last week I talked about how my faith was tested and how my wife was stuck in New Jersey, and through a supernatural situation, a blessing. Here's the thing, somebody had to have some faith. Her car started back up. She got back to Maryland, DC area with no incident. She was no longer stuck in New Jersey. She got back. When she turned the car off, that was it. The car was broke down. We couldn't get it turned back on until we had it towed and had it fixed. What blessings are you imparting to your children today? Are your words filled with curses? Because if your words are disempowering your children, if we're living as authoritarians, and I'm gonna tell you, I've done this, listen to me for the sake of being dad. When sometimes that's not the best way to deal with our children. Yes, your children should respect you. Yes, your children should do what you ask them to do. And it's our job to respect them as well. It's our job to help them to see they can make choices. Now, here's the thing about them making choices. They will have to pay the consequences for their actions. I've learned this, and it's the same way God treats us. God allows us to go off and mess up. God is not trying to stop you. Unless it's like, sometimes he has to intervene to make sure something doesn't happen. But for the most part, he lets us make our choices. And if we mess up, he's just like, well, that's you. Just built-in consequences. He doesn't have to come and slap you on the wrist. The consequences are built in. So as parents, we just can't be authoritarians. We can't put the curse on them that they're not able to make choices and make mistakes. We got to encourage mistakes. We have to encourage them to do things so that they can accept them when it happens. Because what if someone's afraid to make a mistake and they fail? They may never do something again. We are the blessing to them. So we must be a blessing to them so they can be a blessing to others and themselves. So as a parent, we have an awesome responsibility. We have an awesome responsibility of teaching our children. Are you teaching your children the right things, or are you teaching them through curses? We've all done it. Let's stop that today. Hopefully you got something out of this message. If you did, let me know in the comments. Shoot me a message. Say, man, I got something, man. This is definitely something of enlightening information that I can use, because that is my goal. That is my purpose in life, is to help you to be able to live your life in a healthy way. That's the Healthy Accountant. And it's all about getting fit in your faith, getting fit in your finances, being fit in your life. All right, guys, I appreciate you. I love you, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. God bless. See you soon.